Are we back at the Contemporary?
Princess Bear, today we're in Disney's Contemporary Resort because it's time to head to the rooftop.
We're going back to California Grill.
Yes, the grill calls us because the things have changed. That's your number one choice of foodie infotainment. We don't care if it's been 2 weeks. We're here to try the food, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I promise not to grill the Californian.
It's time to foodie and chill. We are starting off this meal with the most amazing onion-fennel bread that was just introduced 2 weeks ago when we were here. And then, of course, our amazing server, Nasser, gave us some Earth Balance butter. Oop. The amazing oil dippage that they had here before, it's gone. So this is the way. I will say the cook on this onion bread is much better than the last time that we were here. Still delicious, still amazing. The flavors are more like blended, and I like that more. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 breads. It gives amazing bread.
For those faithful who watch a lot of the videos, I will spill the secrets. There's no secrets behind my glasses. I've actually worn glasses the entire time we've had this channel. I just don't usually wear them when we're doing videos. That may change now. You'll see them more often. It's really not a thing. It's just, I'm wearing them now when I wear them when I edit normally. So, glasses on Bear. Now, we have this bread, which we have gotten before. Nice smell of that beautiful caramelized onion. Plenty of the salted butter and the olive oil. I love the little butter knife inlay that you get here. Glorious. Beautiful. Beautimous even. Jesus. The caramelized onion really is what sets this new bread apart. We're always going to miss the sourdough with that roasted, sun-roasted tomato, the oil. But this new bread is definitely still very much California Grill. Vegan as is, tasty, light, fluffy. They don't skimp on the bread. Everything here is going to be unique, and we have no doubts. That's still a 4.25 out of 5 claws. That basket is going to probably disappear at some point.
We have a tempura squash blossom with the most beautiful hummus I have ever seen since Amare. I don't think I've ever received a hummus here at California Grill, but California is all about fusion, so I'm here for this. And let's go for a squash blossom. Cheers. That is incredible. Probably one of the best things I have ever tried at California Grill. I mean, including brunch, which has not been here for some years. Wow. They need to put this on the menu. This is so good. The squash blossoms are crispy, but not too salty. Perfectly tempura. The hummus is incredible. Hummus is like Adamare or better. So delicious. Wow. My amuse has been so booshed, I don't even know what to do with myself. It is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item. This is so much more than an amuse because amuse is usually a bite. This is a whole other appetizer, and it is so worth it. Oh my gosh. Mad props to Chef Matt. This man is killing in the kitchen.
I know a lot of you see California Grill, and you reference California Grill as just that big glass thing that's on the roof of the Contemporary Resort. You sometimes notice it as you ride through on the monorail, or maybe if you're walking from Magic Kingdom, you may notice the lights here on at night because you have like these light fixtures here on the ceiling. But what this place specializes in is not only the typical California fusions, elevated in their own style, as they are very much a restaurant that's about both their seasonal and regional vegetables. They're very proud of both their chef garden and vegetables they get in from other regions and combining those flavors to make something unique. So what we have here is these tempura squash blossoms, our vegetables that just got in, they're trying out. You may see these on the menu at some point in some shape or form, or it's just trying out different techniques. And we love that this is one of the restaurants where they get the latitude to play with things that come in to see if they can set something up for you later on. A sign of things to come, if you will. In addition to this hummus, I don't know if you've ever had hummus here, but they have this beautiful house-made red pepper hummus with its chimichurri on top. That is a thing of beauty. I'd never thought of combining chimichurri and hummus, but you know what? Ideas are being made right now. It is wonderfully crispy and light, like eating a crispy balloon. You bite and it just pops in your mouth. The squash is in there, you get that flavor, but then the roasted red pepper and the chimichurri just sort of like set it on fire, not from like a heat perspective, but from a taste perspective. It's very summer. It's very crispy. It's very California. I would give that 5 out of 5 claws. That is delightful. I could do this as like a dedicated appetizer, but I'm happy to see where they take all of this and where it ends up in the future.
So Chef Matthew, the amazing chef de cuisine here, made us this cute little, I don't know if I would call it an amuse, because it's more than an amuse, but it's like a Universal Halloween Horror Nights cornfield of things. They put tahini on the corn because they knew I liked it, but then they seasoned all of these other vegetables accordingly. I'm not going to eat them all because we got a lot of things to eat, but I'm going to eat this. That is fresh baby corn with a beautiful tahini. Usually I have an issue with baby corn because it has like a dirt taste to it. This one doesn't. I would give that a 4 out of 5 baby corns. And then I'm going to eat another one of these just for good measure. A seasoned like squash. So good. Just as delicious as the baby corn. Let's go, California Grill. This is amazing. 5 out of 5 Princess City's item. Get your amuse boost.
Oh, here we have a sampling of their more regional veggies that they just got in. You have some of these as far away as the West Coast, and you have some coming from like Detroit, Michigan. So you have things from different farms. They will source these things to make your grilled food, your grilled plate, immaculate, if you will. That's wonderful. Lightly tahini for the good roast. It's always exciting when they sort of get stuff in, how excited they are, because I know they're going to find some way to use these. It's going to pop up somewhere amazing somewhere soon. So like as we're biting into this, my brain is just going to like, what sort of magic are they going to work with this? And like the next menu update or when something shifts. Because this is a restaurant you can easily come to here seasonally and things change. There's a reason why we come to here 3 to 4 times a year, because things change that much. Most Disney restaurants don't change that often. At least not, 4 to 5 times a year. This is exciting. That squash blossom, I would give that 5 out of 5 claws. But I'm going to steal this asparagus because I love a good roasted asparagus. Maybe not. Maybe I take the squash instead, because that's easier. There's something when you get into like regional fresh veggies, the different like slight characteristic differences between different regions. Nobody expects you to be a connoisseur. We know food and then we learn along the way, but tasting things from different regions sort of like expands the palate. It's like a good food documentary, but you're actually getting to eat the food. 5 out of 5 claws. This is excellent. When you see these pop up in your food later, just understand that they did do a lot of experimentation as far as how to get things perfect just for you.
Chef Matthew is spoiling us with this meal, and he gave us this beautiful plate of aged tomatoes, peaches, 100-year-old aged balsamic, and then you have, what are these, green tomatoes? Like, yes, queen, I'm here for this. Let's go. Tomato and peach. Jack Blacking it without Jack Blacking it. I have never in my life tasted peaches blending so perfectly with the tomato. Literally, the way that they treat these, the consistency is identical. So you don't know what is peach and what is tomato until you taste it. And then you get this burst of flavor with the balsamic. This is amazing. Amazing. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5. The only thing I'm going to give it minus points for is that it's not on the menu, because I think many people would love this.
More summer veggies, this time playing with citrus and sweet, acidity and sweet. So you have these nice cut tomatoes drizzled with this 100-year balsamic. and then peaches mixed in, so you get a bit of the sweet, a bit of the acid, and then playing with those vinegar flavors. It's like, look at that, like covered, swimming in it. The smell of it just from here is amazing. The tempered sweetness, the acidity of the tomatoes and that balsamic, I like deep, like aged balsamic vinegar. It's absolutely delightful. That on its own is a 5 out of 5 clause, but because this is like a vegan sort of like a mouge like taster that they gave us, for me, they also gave us a nice little warm summer burrata so that I could break up all the veggies. Just like a nice little seasoned burrata. You got some seeds in there and this nice chunk of like warm burrata. And it looks like I'm gonna need an assist here. Ooh, look at that. All cheesy goodness. So cheese, peaches, summer tomatoes, and then an aged 100-year-old balsamic. That is a thing of legend. Sweet, cheesy, the tartness of it. That play on fruit with a nice burrata and then tomatoes is wonderful. Like, I would eat this as like, this is a problem when you go into signature dining. Like, I want this food everywhere. I want to be able to go to a movie and get peaches with tomatoes, a warm burrata, and then like an aged balsamic. Why should I be forced to eat popcorn and pretzels? I want fancy stuff while I watch my Godzilla traipse across the screen, smashing cities. I want to cry to Toy Story 5 while eating nice, fancy, 100-year aged balsamic. Does that make us a little bougie? Maybe, but we love food. So I want to eat good food in all the places. I'll eat this in a field in the back of the truck with a bonfire if I have to, but I want good food everywhere. And that's a problem. Legitimately a 5 out of 5 clause. It's a flavor experience. Come and delight yourself. No matter what the menu is, the things they do here, treat yourself.
You know when Jafar said, let's see how snake-like I can be? I don't think this is what he meant. This is the off-menu vegan roll. If you are a vegan and you do not want the new flatbread, I don't know why you wouldn't want it. You have this, the sushi. They do give you, there's wasabi on here. I love this beautiful pickled cucumber on the plate. Like, this is gorgeous. I'm here for that. That's pickles. And, of course, the soy sauce you can pour it into. And there's a wasabi on here with a C stamped on it. This is the closest roll that I have had to date at California Grill that reminds me of California Grill brunch at the top. When you had brunch at the top, you had unlimited sushi, you had a buffet, you got to pick your entree, and then there was unlimited mimosas plus custom mimosas plus custom Bloody Marys. I miss that. I miss that a lot. And this roll took me back there, so I love her. I'm going to give her a 4.75 out of 5 rolls. Minus points for not allowing me to do brunch at the top anymore.
If it's one thing I don't ever suggest you do, it's stand between a bear and a sushi, and I'm not talking about myself. You can do it for me, but then I'm going to treat you like the Wookiees do. No other explanation needed. But I love a good sushi roll, vegetable or otherwise. This beautiful display. Here you have the cucumber rose, ginger, like cleanse your palate, the wasabi stamped in the California logo. And then you have this like array of sauce that's like laid out like a almost like a branch of wheat in and of itself. So you have like a little sauce dip. I do miss the house-made hot sauce they had here, but I'm always excited to see whatever sauce they have next. What I love about California Grill, and it's the same thing that I see at Shiki Sai, compared to other places just tack sushi onto the menu, is they're not afraid to let the veggies be veggies. They don't try to like make the veggies be like a meat substitute. They're just letting the vegetables be vegetables. So both like the asparagus and the zucchini that are in there is nice and crisp. And you have the avocados nice and soft, the seeds. They're letting the unique texture of the vegetables be themselves and make it something greater than what it is. So altogether, I'm getting like a vegetable garden sushi roll with its own unique sauce, and not feel like I'm just trying to make up for the lack of meat. Honestly, I miss nothing. I would clean, lick this plate, eat the wasabi, breathe fire out of my nose, and then chomp on the ginger for joy. It's a 5 out of 5 claws. So on the Bear Necessities list, yes. Do I talk fast? Yes, but the brain is moving even faster. Taste buds? Faster than that.
Let's plus up the flatbread that we had 2 weeks ago here at this restaurant. Chef Matthew told us that this has been improved upon since the last time that we had it, so it's not going to taste exactly the same as before. And then the Arugula farm conspiracy that Bear has, I think, is just being validated here on this flatbread, and I cannot poo-poo it at this time. I do love this because it tastes like spinach artichoke tip, but let's see if it still does. I will say, back when I was a vegetarian, that was when I grew up in Laguna Beach. And when I lived in Laguna Beach, I used to walk PCH a lot. And there was certain places I liked to go, especially as I got older. One of which was BJ's. There was a BJ's next to a Rocky Mountain chocolate factory on Main Street, Laguna Beach. That was all about. And they had a spinach artichoke pizza there. Got that all the time. This reminds me of the BJ's spinach artichoke pizza, but so much better. So, loving her. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item. I think it's mostly a nostalgia for me, but I still love it.
The vegetable flatbread with the arugula and like some broccolini on here, and yes, more arugula from the Arugula Illuminati that has their base underneath this hotel. Disney, I'm on your game. I see what your weird arugula cabal is doing, and I'm watching you. I can't do anything about it. I can't prove any of it. But I'm going to say it's 100% true because apparently that's what we do nowadays. But either way, we are back for this flatbread. Now, when we got the flatbread the first time, they didn't modify it to be vegan. Now it's vegan as is on the menu. Some little modifications. So you will get this experience this and the way that they meant it when you guys come and try this. Because I'm already assuming that you guys are going to run here and come try this, right? Right? I always donate the vegan pizza crust or flatbread crust to the princess. Crust is her wheelhouse. Just like all things sushi are mine, crust, bread that is vegan, I get donated to her. But I'm loving the artichoke now. What they've done with the crema and the broccolini has definitely balanced out, so it's not so garlic forward, but you still get very much the flavors about the broccolini and the artichoke. Artichoke is still very much the star, and the crust, even a little char on the edges, sings. Or maybe plays the violin. Not the Boys in the Hood saxophone, though. Nobody needs that. With that, 4.25 out of 5 claws. The ingredients, they are here to delight me on this brand new seasonal flatbread. So they've added 2 flatbreads to the menu this time. One is a plant-based flatbread, and this is the seasonal flatbread, which I'm hoping sticks around because I'm interested to see sort of like a California style like flatbread, how that changes over time, and what they're going to do with all these like imported vegetables and flavors. Already you have these huge pieces of fig on top. There's some mandarin orange. I'm seeing sauces in here to delight, and a mouthful of what I'm assuming is going to be like a Bambi level April showers, somewhat silent music video, but in my mouth. If you so desire, they could modify this dish to be vegetarian, but on its core, the main flavors is they have some braised duck and lamb at the bottom. These like little shredded pieces here are the duck and like a fig puree. And then you have some mandarin oranges on top for a little bit of citrus. And then more fig pieces here on top. So it's giving me very much flavors of the duck à l'orange pizza that they used to have on the menu for the 50th menu that they had here. Because that was like shredded pieces of duck on a pizza with citrus flavors. This is in that same vein, but sort of like elevated. So you're getting the savory of the duck and the lamb with the fig. And then to just brighten it up, you have that little bit of mandarin orange. That is delightful. I'm not going to say that it's for everybody because I know that some people have a little bit sensitive to more gamey flavors. The meat is gamey, but it is very much lightened up by the sweetness of the fig and the mandarin orange. You're going to taste it, but you're going to enjoy yourself. I would give that 4.5 out of 5 claws.
We have returned for our friend the gnocchi that we had the last time. This is carrots many ways, much better than Festival of the Arts. I love the crispy carrots. I love the carrots. I love all the carrots and the beautiful pesto, the carrot puree. Let's go. This dish is so delish. I love everything about it. I love the carrots all of the ways. I have no notes. It is so much better than anything we ever had at Festival of the Arts, and I'm here for it. I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 carrots. It's much better than the last carrot gnocchi that I had at the Turf Club in 2018.
Carrots, and more carrots. You think I grew up in a carrot farm outside Utopia, and then decided for some reason that I wanted to be a cop. For reference purposes, I have never wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a fireman as a child. I then decided I wanted to be an astronaut. At some point, I wanted to be a cargo pilot. Not a smuggler. I wanted to be a legit cargo pilot. I wanted to work for like UPS and FedEx. And then I realized how much flight school cost out of high school, having no money, and decided not to do that at all. And somehow now I'm on YouTube. The journeys we go on. Much like the journey of these plates. Carrots. You have like these carrot dumplings, roasted carrots, and the carrot puree with peas. I swear, no matter what I do in life, the horrors of pizzerizzo will find me no matter wherever I go. I will never forgive them and will always love them for that plate of peas I got the day they closed. Peas will follow me all the days of my life. Mama Melrose, yes. Not pizzerizzo. Mama Melrose gave me peas the final day they were open. The real star of this dish is really the carrot dumplings. The roasted carrots are excellent. You won't find better roasted carrots on property. Even the ones they had at Spice Road Grill some time ago hold no candle or hold no carrot to the carrots here at California Grill. But the way they nail the texture of the carrot dumplings, you get the dumpling texture, but definitely the carrot flavor, even a little bit of sear on top. There's literally carrot perfection. I would think Bugs Bunny had an influence if I didn't realize we were in very wrong park for that. But definitely Pete Carrot Farmer. I give this 4.75 out of 5 points. Brand new on the menu is this lollipop of meats, the domestic lamb. Getting these dual lamb lollipops on 2 bones each on this plate with these ricotta herb gnudi. It's basically an Italian Tuscany inspired dumpling that is a mixture of herb and cheese filling on the inside. You have root spinach and like a fava bean base on the bottom, so you're getting that very much earthy garden flavor, and then the lamb on top. Now, mind you, I'm a nerd, like deep nerd, deep cut. Honestly, the first thing I saw when I looked at this plate, and you guys can tell me if you see it too, I thought Donnie Darko. I'm not explaining that. But in my mind, I saw Donnie Darko on this plate. A rabbit. But it's lamb. Either way, we're going to dive right in. I am excited for these lamb lollipops. Now, I always get chef's recommended temperature. Recommended temperature for these was medium. You can order it however you like. If you ruin it, that's on you. We're going to try the lamb by itself at first. That is the tenderness. Using the knife, it's really only separating it from the bone. After that, it melts away like the magic of lamb. So tasty, so tender, gamey. The edge is seasoned perfect, the skin, a nice little sear on it. Flavor trapped in as it should be. Delicious. You know, this red wine jus just helps to elevate the flavors. But we like to get all in. So I'm going to cut into this gnudi dumpling, and it's spelled G-N-U-D-I. This gnudi dumpling. You have the ricotta and herb filling. You can see the creamy ricotta and herb in there. Take some of the lamb. Take some of this like tomato ragu, root spinach, and here's a fava bean over here. Like I'm licking my lips, Silence of the Lamb style, a little delicious fava bean radiating, vibrating this bite into my mouth. When we say nerds, we mean all nerds. Movie nerds, video game nerds, old school book nerds, nerd. The kind of nerd where you were ashamed to come outside during the daylight hours level nerd. No. I will not be denied. It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the lamb again. That is wonderful. The way the ricotta interior goes over top, it's like a ricotta spread with the lamb. Sort of like making that sear on the outside of the lamb come alive. The root spinach grounds everything, especially with the fava beans. You're getting some earthy flavors. They only serve to complement the lamb. They're not like overpowering it. It feels like this herby, delicious spread. It doesn't look like a ton on the plate, but honestly, I'm going to be very full after this. The chefs here never seek to delight. I'm always curious. It's like when we come here and we see new things in the menu, again, we are foodies, we don't know everything. So like we're asking questions. The chefs love to explain dishes and even some things we don't know. I'm looking things up. It's literally like a foodie documentary, like you said before, that we can eat. This is exciting, and I love this. I would give this 5 out of 5 claws. If we get forced here, oh my God, forced to come here off camera, I will be ordering this lamb again. A brand new honeycomb fig. We've said often enough, even if you don't want to come to California Grill for the prefix menu, which I know can be a little bit to bite off, try to come early and get in line for the bar, because you can order a la carte at the bar, and their cocktails here are literally to die for. When a cocktail pops up on this menu, that's something that we need to try. Now, this is a Casamigos tequila with a little honeycomb garnish on top with honey, lemon, and then peach in it. Very springing and summer forward. Ooh. It's like a fizzy peach lemonade with tequila. Mexico Pavilion wishes it could. California Grill apparently is coming with all the honeycomb guns out. That I appreciate. It's 5 out of 5 claws. If you don't like really strong tequila forward drinks, but you like to like feel the bite with the sweetness, that is a cocktail for you. Desserts are never done here at California Grill. They have one of the best pastry teams here at Walt Disney World. I think their biggest rival is still the Grand Floridian, but they are no slouches here. Chef Noah does some amazing things here. The entire team does amazing things. We're always excited to see what they do next. Now we have the Vanilla Bean Creme Brulee. It's not brand new, but it's reimagined, so they've made some changes for more traditional creme brulee. They got some fresh strawberries here on the backside, and you see that nice burned sugar top here. Ooh, and some crack-a-lackin'. Look at that. A little bit of strawberry. Brulin de lait. Judge it not by its size, you will, because that flavor is out of this world. The vanilla bean gives like a very subtle flavor with the cracked sugar and the berries. It's simple but elegant. And we like elegant. We like bougie. But elegant will do. 4.75 out of 5 claws. I can see why this is a server favorite. As our server described it, a Salvador Dali display on a plate with this beautiful looking blueberry goat cheese cream or cheesecake, sort of deconstructed. So you have what would be the top of the cheesecake here, then the cheesecake itself, and then the goat cheese mousse on the sides, and with a little bit more of the blueberry gel all mixed in there. It almost feels like something you would run into in like the Queen of Hearts garden, but not yet painted red. Either way, this is absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to dive right in. because here we eat the beautiful things. They don't just sit on a plate. We really admire them from the insides of the stomach. Get all the things, get some gel, get some blue, get some purple, make it pink, make it yellow. You get the point. It's giving cheesecake. I really like what I've been seeing with some of these goat cheesecake. It allows me, one, to have cheesecake, because normally cheesecake made with cream cheese cannot has. Will double me over in a ball, like fetal position style. The goat cheese, while a different sort of like flavor profile, is a lot smoother. So it's almost like a mousse consistency cheesecake, which I love. But it still holds together well. The blueberry, while strong, subtle. Still very much a cheesecake. I'd give this 4.25 out of 5 stars.
This dessert is the replacement for the seasonal panna cotta. This is the third time we've had this dessert, I think. Shout out to Chef Noah for this beautiful creation. I love a good little crunchy dessert. It's almost like a coffee Snickers. And I'm here for it. So, not just Chef Noah, but Disney bakery chefs in general. You guys are the magic. We love you. It tastes like the Mara's sunflower cake if it was coffee flavored or like coffee forward, and then instead of the frosting, it just had like the chocolate crunchies. It is so delicious, and it has so many flavors going on. It doesn't matter how many times that we have this, it's just delicious. It is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item. I do love this dish. I'm going to be sad when it goes, but then I'm also excited for whatever's going to come next.
Round 3 of the chocolate espresso cake. I'm expecting this one to win by a technical knockout. 1, because as far as the vegan options go, there's no other competitions. And 2, it is the chocolatiest of the desserts, by far. I mean, it's the only chocolate dessert out of all of them, but you get my point. Notes of coffee, cinnamon, chocolate. You're a chocolate lover, vegan or not, you will enjoy this one. It's more of a dark chocolate, so you get that sharper chocolate, so with the gels and the espresso flavor. Nice. 4.25 out of 5 stars. Somehow, I got coerced into a dessert off. At this point, since we'd already had 3 desserts, why not go for broke and just get them all? So we have returned to the celebration of citrus. This is also a new dessert on the menu, but the one we had the last time we came here. This nice vanilla sponge cake with the citrus and lemon mousse here at the bottom for the orange printed white chocolate medallion on top, and then this blood orange gel on the side. They even gave us a Mickey. So fine. I'll go ahead and dive right in. I suggest going in loud and rough. It does take a little bit to crack through that top, and you want equal parts of all the things. Ear. That sponge cake is really sponging up the flavors of the different gels. Definitely a celebration of like 3 different kinds of citrus. So you got the lemon, the orange, and the blood orange all in there. If you're a citrus lover, I still maintain that you will love this one. This is very citrus forward. There's no mistaking what kind of celebration this is. You have the citrus, then the citrus, and then the citrus, and then the citrus. 4.25 out of 5 plus. Another California grill adventure. I'm thinking California adventure, but that's because I'm trying to convince the princess to let me go back to California this year.
We go enough, but I mean, I am wearing the Disneyland Hotel whole fit, Disneyland Hotel, all the things. So maybe that is the sign that we need to go back to California.
It is time. This meal has been great. Seeing the things I've done, even in 2 weeks, how the menu has evolved, is proof that you need to come back to California Grill.
Absolutely.
Once a year, sometimes really just isn't enough to experience this menu.
I mean, we come seasonally. I think the new chef de cuisine is Chef Matt, and he is amazing. Like, I think this is our first time we met him tonight, and wow, him and his entire team, they took such great care of us. Like,
Yeah, shout out to Chef Carlos,
No notes.
Chef Jolise, like amazing dinner. The team, everybody in the kitchen is doing a great job as always. I mean, that's what we love. Coming here, Nasir, our server, like
Yes.
everything here is always amazing. There's a reason we keep coming back.
100%, and we will not stop coming anytime the menu changes, even if it's 2 weeks apart.
But I know what you guys think about the California Grill menu. I know it's prefix, but leave your honest opinions in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, I think Barry might eat himself into either Spaceship Earth or the castle. But the castle might be harder to eat, so maybe we just Spaceship Earth it. But you can see the castle, so.
You heard the girl.